Virgo, welcome to your general overview. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. You might notice a little darker and you might hear the sounds of an overhead fan, which I typically never have on, but what can I say, honey? Once the temperatures turn up in Texas, they stay up for a while. So we have the blackout curtains completely closed off on the windows to reduce as much of that heat as possible, and then the fans as well. In fact, it got so hot we had a very brief, thankfully brief, rolling blackout. We only lost power for about 5 minutes, and then the city got it back on, thank goodness. We're a little more accustomed to these extreme temperatures, so things got resolved fast. But let me tell you, you don't want to be without that AC too long. Could you live in Texas without AC? In theory. It's kind of like, you know, in theory, I could live without coffee. But is that an experiment any of us want to try? For safety reasons, I would say no. Yeah, but there you go. How are you doing? Welcome to your general overview, and general overviews are exactly that. They are a general overview of your energy. I do not know what I see, but they tend to be a lot more vague, a lot more overarching in terms of theme, conceptual, the metaphor, all that good stuff, yeah? This just gives us an idea of what's going on in the general sense, and it is meant to be more focused on the collective, but yes, reversals can still apply, in theory. Yeah, if I see more than one person here, then yes, but for the most part, standard rules apply. It's a general reading. It may not apply to you. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Yeah? And reverse energies if it's there. Yeah, but there you go. What I'm about to describe might apply to you 2 years from now, 2 years ago, perhaps right now. I don't know. That's up to you. Let's just see what's going on. If it does not resonate at all, again, perfectly normal. Check your other placements, so I'll catch you on the next one. Show me that Virgo energy, please. Show me that Virgo energy, please. Show me that Virgo energy, please. What's going on for Virgo? Show me, Virgo. What's going on for Virgo, please? In fact, it's just so, that level of gross hot. I was telling Taurus, I have been re-inspired to take more vacations. It really has nothing to do with the other. I'm really just looking for more excuses to do other things now, you know. Not that I need to look too hard. It's all been here. It's all been waiting for me. Just waiting for me to get back to it, you know. Making a lot of shifts and changes in my own life to incorporate things here and there. Things that I want to do. More travel, more time away. Getting out more, doing more, and getting back to stuff that has fallen to the wayside. You know, like volunteering and things like that. So it's all good things, and it's good. It's a good thing, guys. So I hope that you are awesome as well, and it looks like you might be. Knight of Wands. Oh, that's you, baby. Look at you. You look so good. Knight of Wands, the Fool, the Hermit. Talk about past energy. I hope that's present day. Let's keep cracking. All right, Strength. Ten of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Oh, I got some sort of relationship, constructive energy here. It's looking pretty solid. It's looking pretty tight, yeah. Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. Justice. Interesting. In the future, it's nothing too crazy, but I see you looking at something where you're like, I could open myself up towards this direction, whichever that is to you, and you're looking for balance and reciprocity. In your overview, Six of Cups, beautiful soul bond energy. Let's see what's going on there. We'll start right there. But before we do that though, in the recent past, just to do a cap on your baseline, Knight of Wands, the Fool, the Hermit. In your own way and in your own particular Virgo energy, you were feeling very good. I would dare say resplendent. You look excited. You looked invigorated. You were inspired by something. I don't know, but your energy says, I want to open up. I'm excited. I want to explore this. And it made you feel like you. It really made you feel like you. And it's beautiful. Fast forward a little bit, Strength, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. You're showing me you need strength at this time for some sort of what looks like relationship/commitment energy. I don't always assume that with the Four of Wands, but when you back it up with the Ten of Pentacles, it smacks pretty hard of commitment. Now, I don't know what that looks like, but we shall see. It's some sort of relationship energy that you're showing me strength. I need strength this time. So your Ten of Pentacles, your foundation energy might be needing a little bit more of your attention. Your relationship energy might be needing more of your attention. I don't know. But you're like, I'm addressing this, and I'm going to address this head on. Leo season, which we are soon approaching, fast approaching. That might be critical for some of you. And then the Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Justice. I see you examining, kind of at your leisure, Okay, this process of opening up, like I just briefly described, I'm contemplating, thinking about opening myself up to fill in the question mark. It has something to do with justice, sense of fulfillment, honoring thyself, keeping the balance and peace within thyself. Okay, so let's start right here with that Six of Cups. Overall, I say, you know, your baseline's pretty cracking, right? It slaps, as the kids say. Let me take a little sip on that Sprite Zero. That is ridiculously refreshing. I really do like Sprite Zero quite a bit. Okay. Show me that Six of Cups, please, for Virgo. Show me that Six of Cups, please, for Virgo. Show me that Six of Cups, please, for Virgo. Show me that Six of Cups, please, for Virgo. Why am I so anxious to see that Knight of Wands? It's interesting. I keep drawing my eyes to it. Show me that. I'll get to you. Hold on. I'll get to you. Show me that Six of Cups, please. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. Come on. There we go. Show me that Six of Cups, please. King of Pentacles. Justice. Queen of Cups. Okay. I see you. This is beautiful. I see you balancing in love and a sense of correctness with a soul blend here. It's beautiful, really. Justice is here as well. Libra energy. You might have some very strong Libra in your chart. Could be connecting to one. But it looks beautiful. It looks harmonious. It's glorious. It's absolutely beautiful. May it stay that way. It's practical. It's a huge source of love and strength and sense of balance, like so, the way it should be. All is well. All is well in the corners of this Virgo's life, or at least that's what I'm seeing energetically. Practical, strong sense of resourcefulness. You know, just all is well. Balanced love, harmony with you and someone else. Something as well at the soul level. I don't know. Could be water sign. Okay, could be fellow earth sign. And then, like I said, we have straight up Libra here. I don't know if you are already in balance with this person. If you're not, you very much desire to be. Something that speaks to you in here. Okay? And there's love in there. Someone has a huge heart space. A very soft heart space, or has a soft feminine emotional energy around it. Someone who is very protective, kind of motherly in nature, that kind of thing. For some of you, peacock is confirmation. I don't know why. A peacock is confirmation, or you see one, or you've seen one, or you hear one, or because they have a very distinct call. That's why I say that, because I heard one the other day and I was like, oh. I was like, that's a peacock. You don't, when you hear one, you're like, oh yeah. Or perhaps you've seen the eye of the feather. I don't know. But it's beautiful, it's balanced. So if you're not in balance with this soul bond, you damn well like to be. And for good reason too. It feels right to you. It feels very right to you. And if that is you with this person, it's beautiful and it's loving and it's supportive and it speaks to you in ways that words can't quite define. It's just that feeling that you have. It's unique. That's the thing about Six of Cups. You can't go down to the grocery store and replace it, can you, when you run out? No, no, no. It's a very unique connection. And it has time and memories built into it. But it has that inexplicable language where you and I know what we're saying to each other, even if other people don't. Especially that other people don't, because that just means it's between us. It's unique between us. It's beautiful. I love that. Now we have the, I know this looks different. It's a different deck. That's why I like it. So it's the King of Pentacles, Justice, and the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. If we don't have that with this person, we'd like to. And if you do, congratulations. Go. Bye. Peace be with you. Enjoy your life. That's beautiful. All right. Let's see. I'm very curious about this Knight of Wands. I keep drawing my eyes to it. Show me that Knight of Wands, please. Show me that Knight of Wands. I'm feeling... I do like it in this deck because that means somebody moves to the beat of their own particular drum. They have their own particular rhythm. They have their own particular levels of excitement and what makes them happy. And it has that stamp of uniqueness and fiery and passionate and inspirational. Creativity. Someone moves to the sound of music. They don't just hear it, they move through it. That kind of thing. Someone's creative. Show me this Knight of Wands, please. Show me that Knight of Wands. Show me that Knight of Wands. Strength. The Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Pentacles. Man. Something felt so right. Something felt so very right. When we had some sort of constructive knowledge of somebody's energy, when we were engaging with them, when you two were on the same page, everything felt right. Everything felt strong, healthy, passion, excitement, but with the practical working knowledge of two energies that showed how much you two were alike as opposed to being different. It's beautiful. That's what same page energy is. It's like you understand how much alike you are with somebody. There's high levels of constructive effort in the past with somebody that looks beautiful, on point, knowledgeable of each other, and each other's energies. There's a kind of sweet, easy joy here in knowing how excited you are and how the other person's excited in equal measure, right? Like, we're doing stuff together. That's so exciting. You know, it feels good. It just felt good, right? Because when you could work with this person and construct, it was on point. And it felt so good. But it also felt like it wasn't working. You know? It's just easy. There's a particular flow through. And you had experience with this for a long time. And it was like this for a long time with somebody. Show me that Fool, please. Show me the Fool. Show me the Fool. Show me that Fool, please. And some of you, by the way, congratulations on your new roles. I feel like I'm saying that to everybody recently, but a lot of people are shifting and changing in that respect. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Show me the Fool. Show me that Fool, please. Show me the Fool. Show me the Fool. And the World. Four Swords, Two of Cups, and then it shut down. It shut down. Somebody's spirit for the shutdown. That's quite abrupt. The Fool. Somebody was ready, more than ready, to open up further into this. The other person was not. The love remained. 42 is the confirmation number for some of you. I don't know why. For you, somebody else with 42. I don't know why. That's big damn letters in my eyes, but yeah, somebody was kind of ready to deepen this. It didn't have to be by leaps and bounds, but emotionally wanted to deepen this, or to heal through waters and heal through feelings. And the other person declined to heal their feelings, or to deepen them, I should say, to open themselves further to it. 4224. It's a reflecting mirror. 4224? 2442? I don't know. It's confirmation for some of you. Yeah, we had a chance to swing open wide a door. The acknowledgement of one's feelings, to heal and restore through those feelings. We had the opportunity to open up boldly. You two had this comfort of working with each other before, being excited by each other's energy. Time had passed. That was always a kind of key element between you two. It took strength, but also felt good. It was like work, but it wasn't work at the same time. You kind of knew each other, had an idea of each other's strengths and weaknesses. And there was that opportunity that time had passed, that not anything had changed between you, and there's nothing that you could not work through regardless. And it came time to open up to feelings, to really feel them, to express them, with the Two of Cups specifically. Somebody opened them up, said, okay, these are my feelings. Cards on the table. Cards on the table. Feelings. What do you say? Can we work through it? We've always worked through stuff in the past. It was easy. Honestly, we weren't even trying. We've always been able to. I've always felt good about working through things with you. You have to. And while it might have taken strength on both of our parts, it still didn't feel like work, you know? Kind of like that. And that's a special thing. When you're putting work into something but it doesn't feel like work, that's a beautiful feeling. You can't put a price on that either, right? When your work doesn't feel like work, same thing with relationships. When your relationship doesn't feel like, you know, that's the best kind. And I can't quite tell what the time frame is because the Wheel of Fortune is throwing me off. I just know, generally speaking, you and this person, when it felt like work, it wasn't work. You had high functioning rates between you two. You managed to get things done. You always had a cooperation element that was more than above board in terms of we know how to make the best use of each other's time, energy, and it was something. And the excitement between you two was genuinely there and enthusiastic. Passion, yeah, but nonetheless on the practical surface, you two were highly accomplished in working things out or putting things together, I don't know, somewhere in between. But when feelings, Two of Cups, stepped in, and somebody said, I am expressing these feelings, cards on the table, no pun intended. Let's do more than work together, right? That's always been the emphasis. We've always been compatible work-wise, practically speaking, in the real world, in the 3D. We've always had high functioning rates between you and I. But let's talk about feelings. Now, I want to do more than work with you. You were saying that to them, or they were saying that to you. I actually legitimately want to heal with you. Okay, but that means going beyond work and talking about feelings, expressing them, understanding them. I'd like, in other words, to share this cup with you. Can you meet me there in that exchange? Somebody opened themselves up to it. The other person backed out of it. Okay. And I know it's such a rough translation, and I can't tell how fresh or old this is, because you two have had such a long-standing working construct, but it seems like somebody at some point said, if we really want to heal this and do more, go off script, right? And do more than work with each other or work through things with each other. I'm glad we're both excited, but if we want to do more than this, if we really want to heal, cards on the table, let's talk feelings. So I don't know what led up on your timeline where you two were just now talking about feelings. I mean, but it does happen. I've been through that. Where it's like how much time has passed and we're just now talking about that, you know. And somebody blasted themselves open and said, okay, here's me being the fool, cards on the table. You want to heal? Let's talk shop. Let's talk feelings. One person said yes to that. The other person went, nope. I don't know. You figure out who's who, honey. I'm sorry. The interchange between you two is kind of like this. Okay. Okay. Show me the Hermit, please. You. The Hermit. Show me. Show me that Hermit, please. Show me that Hermit, please. Dang it. I'm really trying to focus on you, honey. But this is important, otherwise I wouldn't be here. But then I reassure myself, that's what the moving on readings are for. Those are strictly non-reversal. Oh boy, I had so much fun with those. No, digging into hard truths, that was without having someone else to bank on. But legitimately, there are two people here. There it is again, the Six of Cups. Like, there's no getting around this person. Oh no. Okay. You're saying you're speaking a different love language, I think, than this person. It is directly on you, so I am saying you, Virgo. It's not an accusation. It's just from your point of view. So there you are as the Hermit. You are healing yourself and saying the Six of Cups. Okay, look, let's talk about the soul bond, right? I get it. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. But we're friends. We're friends. We're just friends. That's all I can do. Page of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. We're friends. That's all I got. That's all I can contribute to this. You know, I know you, and this connection, whatever this is friendship to me. That's all I can contribute to this, and that's very little, I have to admit, with the Page of Pentacles. But you're saying that's what I got. You know, it's not the most consistent, and it's not high levels of construction efforts, but it's kind of like you're consoling yourself. This is what I could do. And I recognize the soul connection, and in some ways, yes, I have affectionate feelings here. I have affectionate feelings for you, but it's friends. It's friends, it's friends, it's friends, it's friends, it's friends, right? That's as much as I can do. So, Six of Cups, I have to tell you, by default, means there's love. Okay? And if you can only speak to this friendship and feelings as in terms of love as in for a friend, okay, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly valid. So speak from that point of view. Yes, there's love. There's love here as I would a friend. That's also real. That's also valid. So long as you know that's the truth, speak your truth. Okay? I don't know how they presented, I believe it's them, I don't know how they presented their love to you, other than they seem to have presented their love as in terms of healing. This is what I feel. This is how I can work through it. These are what I understand my feelings to be true, and it's coming from a place of healing. Okay? I don't know. There was a distinct turning point where somebody turned into their feelings and said, this is what I understand to be true for me. And the other person said, no. I can't. And that's fine if you're not on the same page. But nevertheless, there is love here. It's just love, perhaps, of friendship. Okay? And if that's true, the answer isn't no, Virgo. It's just a different language. It's not that you don't have love for this. It's just as much as you can afford it. Okay? Love isn't as straightforward as it is in the Pentacle world. Sometimes there's all kinds of love. There's all kinds. And it comes in many different shapes and forms. So while it may not be big love or in love, you can still say and legitimately mean it. I have for you is love of friendship. Because I do recognize our connectivity. And that's what I can put into it. Those are the feelings I have. I have genuine affection for this friendship. I do. And while you and I get along very well, and sometimes we might even have that compatible energy of passion and excitement, I don't know that it crosses into that realm. What I can afford is what you're saying. What I can afford is love of friendship. Then that's your truth. And that's all that matters. I don't know that they gave you an ultimatum. I just know that they were saying these are my feelings as I best understand them, and we can heal under that context. That's all I got. It didn't look threatening. It just looked honest. Perhaps it was very honest. Perhaps it was. And it's not that it was too honest. You have an honesty too. They're different. They have a level of honesty that doesn't make them wrong, and you have a level of honesty that doesn't make you wrong. Just put your two honesties together. Does that make sense? And then that's where you find common ground. We create discord when we're not honest. I don't know what their level of love is. You were very honest with yours. They only showed me love as it relates to, this is an opportunity for you and I to heal. Let's talk about it. These are what's on the table for me. So I don't know how they presented love other than the fact that they just wanted to heal through it. That doesn't necessarily mean that they were throwing love on you or being in love with you. But this is our opportunity to really express ourselves. Let's make the most of it. Can you meet me there? That's all I really got. So if that was their honest truth and this is your honest truth, put your honest truths together. And that's how you discover your new levels of compromise. That's how you discover your new levels of balance. That's how you discover your new levels of compatibility instead of creating discord. I just say that because we had this beautiful opportunity here to heal through love, and that's never a bad thing. For all you know, they were offering to heal through love, through friendship, just like you understand it. See what I'm saying? But if you're not someone who's comfortable with the different shades and forms of love, and its different levels of capacity, okay? Not everything is black and white. A lot of it's somewhere in between. Then you may not have known that they were speaking the same language as you. Does that make sense? I just want your two honesties to come together, because you actually might have a lot of common ground, more than you thought. I don't know. I don't know, because you're just so straightforward, and I understand it, and because you said it to me so very, very beautifully, so very simply. And if it wasn't good enough for them, it wasn't good enough for them. I don't know what they said. I just see them saying, whatever our love takes between us, I just want to heal through it, and that's all my objective is. So I don't see anyone rejecting the truth. It's just a decline to meet them in the same space. Maybe because you didn't know that you two were saying the same thing. I don't know. I don't know. Because otherwise it's quite beautiful and straightforward, you know? Let's keep cracking. Let me see if I can get more of that. I took way too much time on that, but it's so straightforward. It's so beautiful, and if love of friendship is what you truly have, and that's your honest truth. They have an honest truth too. I just don't know if either one of you took the time to really understand how much your honest truths were alike more than they were different. You understand? You can be in love with somebody and say, that may not be on the table, but I can still work through my feelings with you or a connection with you because I still have genuine love there, being in love or not. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating because I want to find out. I want to find out. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. Show me strength. There might be some critical energy floating around Leo season, which I said is fast approaching. Show me. Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. The Star. Wow, that's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. That's absolutely beautiful. You want so much. You want so much for your biggest desires and dreams to come true. You want the longevity. You want the far-reaching vision with the Star, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. You do. You want the whole thing. You want the strength of an offer. You want the strength of a far-reaching relationship that has emotional support forever and always, until death do us part, right? We want the emotional stability, we want the real-world application, and we want the far-reaching vision of the future and the long-term hopes, dreams, and desires, all based in reality, and that's all beautiful. You have the strength for this. You desire this very much. It's not confusing to you at all. It's actually quite lovely. I don't know if it's in play or not. Let's take a look. But your desire for it, the best of all the world, is here, and I see that. And that desire is getting stronger and stronger. Show me this Ten of Pentacles, please. Let's see. It's at the dead center of your reading, so I know it's important to you. Show me that Ten of Pentacles, please. Show me that Ten of Pentacles. Show me that Ten of Pentacles. Oh. And some of you question about whether or not you have found it. If you're part of it or not. Or does it lie in new? Interesting. You have an extremely strong pull towards the new. Will you live in it? Will you allow it to function? Will you allow it to come through? 'Tis the question. You have such a desire, strong desire for longevity in all the strongest realms of your life. 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Legit. Relationship, strong as hell. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. The drive, King of Wands, to do this. 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's sense of freedom, independence, and will, strength. So what are you doing about it? Are you working through these things now? Do you have these things? What is this Four of Wands, please? Show me this Four of Wands. Show me this Four of Wands. You desire for so much, and that's not wrong. But I can't tell if you have it or if you've yet to achieve it. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands. You desire these things because you have yet to achieve it somewhere else. That would be the long and short of this. I see goals, desires, dreams, longevity, emotional stability for the long term, emotional support for the long term. It's just as important to you as your 10 of Pentacles is. Your foundation, resources, everything that you touch, that you wish to be impacted by, that you wish to impact others by, be a source of inspiration and reliability, strength, fortitude, that you want to create in others, in your community, in your work, in your home, in your family, your friends. You want it to be given back to you in equal measure. Like I said, you want all the best. But I see you connected to something that does not afford you the best. You keep it in play because you think it's supposed to, but it has yet to live up to those results. And that is something we have yet to understand. I see you engaging in a relationship that you have to understand you're in it by choice. Not necessarily that it's providing you with stability and the emotionality that you so strongly desire. I think you're a Virgo who's been around long enough to know what a 10 of Pentacles should look like in your everyday world, and you are a Virgo who's been around long enough to understand what a 10 of Cups should feel like in your everyday world. And you have been marked repeatedly with aces. So I could not tell if you are engaging in it and killing it, right? But if so, why do you desire new? Because someone who was killing it in all these sectors of their life wouldn't be desiring aces. You have to know that you want more. Many of you are operating as an independent within a structure that does not give you these things. But you're part of it. You have a very strong idea of how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to feel. But you're in something that says it's the opposite of stable. Emotionally or resourcefully, practically, pragmatically. It's emotionally disjointed and vague, but they're saying judgment-wise, you're in it by choice. Not because it's necessarily the best fit for you, but because you have chosen it. You're showing me such a huge focus on long-term. 10 stars. They say that you still have the energy for this. You still have the drive for this. You still have the passion for this. I have every reason to believe you're actually making that happen in your foundation as an independent within a relationship structure. What that means is that if there is foundation or stability at all, it's through your effort. A lot of it's through your energy and drive. Now, I'm not saying you're a one-person island. You're one Virgo island. I know there's someone else in there with you. But it's like 50% of your task list has been completed, and that 50% that's been completed has been done so largely off your energy, your efforts. You wish that there was a stronger testament to the emotional quality of your life. Because it's like, all right, you should want for nothing, honey. If that was true, you should want for nothing. Then I clarify your 4 of Wands, your relationship, your commitment here. Judgment, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands. That says instability and it's choice. It's your choice to continue to contribute to something that is the opposite of what you desire. I think you have a false sense of comfort here because you bring so much energy to the table. You have acquired so much through your own independent energy that maybe it makes you think you can still have emotional harmony if you just keep toughing it out with strength. So I don't know what this is to you, but it's completely different from whatever this is. This soul bond that you say you just have love for. Like friendship, love, and affection for. Okay? Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But they've also shown me high level of constructive efforts with you, that they're a happy participant. When they connect of their own free will. When they contribute of their own free will. You both are quite honest about that. So I know it's not this person. Because you've already shown me whatever stability there is from you. And that you're toughing it out. Toughing it out. One day, there'll be more emotional quality in this. I know it. But in reality, I have you in a relationship that you say you're in by choice. It's my dominion. It's my responsibility. I've chosen it. It's different. It's very different. And in the future, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Justice, I see you beginning to open up to choose something that's a little more fair. Justice. When did I last see justice? Fairness. Soul bond. Let's see. It's interesting. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please, for Virgo. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. There's something here you've come to understand, is that you're kind of emotionally detached. That emotional stability you so desire and crave and should in a partnership, yeah. And that strength of will you have, it'll come through, it'll come through. I personally need to keep supplying the stability and the resourcefulness, and maybe I'll get it. When Spirit said, this is one of your lessons, you chose this, and you're choosing to continue to participate in whatever this relationship and or commitment is, even though it's not giving you at least half of what you need. And then I see your Nine of Pentacles self again. You should not feel like a lone Virgo in a commitment type situation, but you have been. And there's something about that you're seeing in the future. I see you talking to yourself more of an internal dialogue. Coming to terms with the truth that we've been a little more emotionally detached from the situation than we understood. And it's not dramatic. This is not a dramatic conversation with yourself or with other people. It's looking like it's a conversation between you and you, which is how most of these things start. About the reality that you have been living in and how you're about halfway to your goals, mostly on your own back. Again, not entirely by yourself, but you've taken the vast responsibility for at least the resourcefulness and the stability part, family, friends, career, money. The emotional piece is kind of left hanging, but you've been toughing it out. And now that's what you're questioning in future. Should I be toughing it out? About the emotional support, unconditional love. And how come I kind of feel like I'm on my own a lot? In the way you are. You might feel very emotionally alone within that commitment. Okay. Page of Wands. Opening up, opening up, opening up. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands. There you are. Contemplating these very things. Seven of Cups, Six of Swords, the Fool. Yeah, you have a decision. I don't know how much room you're giving it. But I see the idea is again, 67. Why does that keep coming up? That's driving me crazy at this point. Why does 67 keep coming up? 67. Number confirmation, age confirmation, I don't know. What started out perhaps as a case closed, I don't want to think about it. You are opening it. You're opening that particular case again. It's more like you're coming to terms with the fact that you are emotionally dissatisfied and emotionally restless. And that's just not where you want to be. You want to open up a little more in other areas. But you've just begun the exploration process of it in the future. Show me justice, please. That would be in line with you chose what you chose, even if it's not fulfilling. But you're the one who ultimately makes the decision to stick to it. Show me justice, please. Show me justice. Show me justice. Show me justice, please. You've made a decision to start opening your heart up to what feels right to you, as opposed to just assuming what feels right to you, just because it's there in your life and you've known it for a long time, and it's a relationship, a commitment that's been in your world for I don't know how long. You're stopping to take it for granted just because it's in your life. Doesn't mean that you necessarily have the emotional aptitude towards it that you once did, or it has the emotional aptitude towards you that it once did. You're kind of stopping to take that for, you're not going to take it for granted, that just because it's in your life, it means something to you emotionally. I know that it has built up in terms of network connectivity, resourcefulness for you over the years. We're talking a huge network of family and friends and career. I see it, it's very extensive. Okay, that's beautiful in and of its own right. I'm not saying it's not. And you weren't alone, Virgo. It's just the vast majority of the responsibility for the stability of this has fallen on you. And I think it keeps you from really understanding your emotions towards it, or you just take it for granted that love, long-lasting love and long-lasting support is supposed to be there. And I know you very much desire for that Ten of Cups to catch up to the Ten of Pentacles world, but it's not catching up. Spirit's pointing out to you that relationship, that commitment. The reason it's not emotionally stable is because you continue to choose it, even though you kind of know by now it's not measuring up to that particular quality that you so strongly desired and hope. And that's why you're leaning, or rather, the presence of new keeps trying to afford itself to you in some way. But you continue to choose to give yourself to something that doesn't seem to meet the goal, but we take for granted that it might because it's there, right? So I can tell that the universe has tried to afford you new opportunities in love and in life and pathways and goals. But you're like, I'm going to stick with this one. I've gotten to the halfway point. Stability. I have a huge network. I'm not without resources. You're not. I see it. Most of it was done by you. And I know you want the long-term emotional vision, support, and unconditional love. But that piece seems to be missing. More so in the future when you see how much, when you have an honest conversation with yourself, emotionally numb and distant you might have been for a long time now. And we can't just assume that the feelings are there just because of time. Right? So I kind of see you reopening an old case file that you just assumed was never probably open to begin with. I gotta stop taking feelings being here for granted. What are they exactly? Let's circle back to that. Let's circle back to that. Realistically speaking, is my big dream here of the Ten of Cups and the Star, is that actually happening with this? Other parts of it is, but that doesn't mean I'm emotionally satisfied here. That's correct. What you will do with this knowledge, I don't know. But when it comes to this concept of justice and balance, you wanting that in long term for yourself, fairness, it's kind of like you're saying, I'm willing, because I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it. You're kind of saying, I'm willing to assume the vast majority of the responsibility for my commitments. Resourcefulness, money, stability. You've already told me that you're willing to do that, and you've done it. But you cannot take or assume the responsibility of the emotions for two. Okay? We can make that choice. I'll be the breadwinner, the bill payer. That's my role. This other person, fine. You can work those mechanics out. That's all mechanics. That's all maneuvering. And if you said that's on you, you've done a damn good job. Okay? But assuming two people feel the same way about the efforts and the life that they have produced, well, we can't take that for granted. And your emotional numbness is kind of proof of that when you talk with you. I see you wanting to readdress feelings that you probably assumed were there or would follow in time. And then, when the time is right, I see you opening up your heart space in time. in a different direction. What you will do in the long term, I could not say. I know emotionally and spiritually there's someone here whom you call a friend that you actually balance with. Par for course. Someone who has a very strong open heart towards you, and you, practically speaking, feel it, because in a way you share it. I believe you when you say you can only contribute in as much energy that you would call friendship. But that's not to say that's where your heart stopped. I think you told yourself your heart has to stop at friendship. But it didn't actually. I know, it's that earth energy, honey. That earth energy is real. Practically speaking, this is as much as I can give this. I believe you. Emotionally and energetically speaking, you wanted to give it so much more. And you know what's funny? You balance with that person without trying. This energy you try with all day, every day. And you're not, well, like I said, 50% of the equation is being met. I don't know who it is that you are so strongly connected to. I don't even know, in accordance to your 3D energy, that you're giving much to it. It's just what you desire for the most and what you're already in happened almost seemingly without effort here with someone else. Isn't that scary? Frustrating, but beautiful. When you don't have to try in the heart. What you could give to it or felt you could give to it in the real world, very different. I got a commitment here that you desire the best of stability, not just financially, emotionally too. Like I said, half of that's coming through. And I still see you being a 9 of Pentacles at the end of the day. So yeah, I imagine you'll have some realistic talks with yourself in the future. I don't see you signing off on anything too strongly, other than the fact that you're willing to look at these things a little more deeply, with a little more acknowledgement. And justice-wise, balance-wise, I see you wanting to open your heart to the area where it last made sense to you, without trying or making an effort. It just happened easily. What you will actually do, I could not say. Okay, time to wrap it up. I am sorry. Yeah, I don't know. You can't really put a price on that kind of balance. Stars in reverse. That which you dreamed of here with that 10 of Cups, that 4 of Wands. It's not coming through. And I know why you want it to. Strength of will. I saw that here as well. Do you see the repeating? We can have a strong will all day long, but we cannot command the feelings of someone else or our own sense of happiness and fulfillment in a situation that is no longer making us feel fulfilled. And it takes time to understand these things. And why is it that your heart aches for new love? Why does it dally there Why does it feel like sometimes you can give to this concept of new, but you're not committed to it, or you're not sure, and that it ultimately hurts you because you say you can't choose it, you're in something else. That's true, you are. It's not really the question though, is it? It's more like, why do I keep getting opportunities for new when the universe knows I can't have them? And the universe said, but that's your choice. You're choosing something that only halfway completes you or fulfills you. It's that Ten of Pentacles, the one that's already in play. And yet, you have someone here who could share that with you. Someone who, again, who can put up, or not put up with, but put in the same level of efforts as you, and it's not really work. They don't see you or the connection as work. They don't see you as work or someone they have to put up with. They genuinely share that energy with you. I have every reason to believe you two share communities. Okay. No? Okay. Well, I really don't know what... Okay, Christina. What the hell did I do with it? Well, I guess I'm not supposed to check the timelines then. There you go. It's at will. Energetically, emotionally, this is in play, and it's perfect and balanced already and ready for you. 3D, we're not giving it much, if anything. That might perhaps change in time. It depends on how much you're willing to search yourself. Okay? Okay. Virgo, honey, I will see you in approximately 2 weeks for your next readings. I do not know what they will be. Yeah, I wish I had more advice for you, but I don't. You will always have to do not what's just right, guys, but what's best for you. More understanding is needed. Okay? All I can tell you is what's available. There is something here that's available, but not necessarily the vision in your mind and in your heart. There's something here that is available that's a little bit more in your vision, in line with your vision and your heart. I know. Shoot the messenger. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Be well.